I want to take 3 minutes to talk about the over 2 million people who read this book and how to make your students one in a million. What I did is I read this book, but also I did something that probably nobody else has ever done. I've made an acronym with the book's title so that I can remember and recall what I read from each chapter. So, chapter 1, good is the enemy of great. Good schools and good government is the reason we don't have great schools and great government. One of the first, overabundance, chapter 2, overabundance of humility and willpower is what makes a great leader. One of the first things a new leader has to do is surround themselves with the right people get the right people on the bus and those that aren't off the bus. Decisive action, not words, is what's going to motivate these people. Be great at one thing. Be the hedgehog and not the fox. Requirements to be great. Find something you love to do it better than anyone else, and monetize it. Early adoption of new technology is a must. All actions, no matter how small, have to lead toward greatness. And true greatness lasts the test of time. So that's my review of the entire book and what I learned from each one of the chapters. This is what I want to do for your students. I want to help your students set themselves apart by taking a book and learning how to remember and recall what they read. I call it a mental workout. It engages your curiosity because you have an acronym. Now, as you're reading the book, you have to fill it. So now you're looking for words and phrases to help you fill your acronym. And also creativity, how you use it, how you use the words, the key words you use to help you remember. So that's key to any problem solving now or in the future. It's a mental workout. And unlike most other workouts, mental and otherwise, is that this sets you apart from everyone else. Think, you've read a lot of books, right? How many books have you read? Can you remember and recall what you read chapter per chapter? And I'm doing this for every book I read. Every book I'm reading, I'm requiring myself, I'm challenging myself that I have to remember and recall what I read. So if I read this book, 7, 8 years ago, I can still remember what I read and recall what I read before. Your students are at a world-class institution. You promise to give them a world-class education. Well, this is one of those things that will automatically make them world-class because no one else in the world is doing this. So that's what I want to offer your students to help them take them to another level. It's not about how many books you read, because that's the game, right? I need how many books have you read this year? Well, let's change the game. The game, I believe, should be how many chapters can you recall from the book you read? And with this, you can do every. So in a way, I'm saying read less to learn more. Make your students, you gave them a world-class education, give them a world-class ability to read and recall what they remember. Thank you.